Hey y'all, check it out. Here I am in the heart of Deep East Texas. Got my seed catalog out and I've been looking all through it, trying to see what kind of wonderful new thing I might want to grow. I've got a little less space to grow in this year, so I can't grow all kinds of new things, or I really can't grow a whole lot of any one thing unless I just want to have a couple things growing. So this year I'm going to concentrate on this spring garden. Concentrate on a few different kind of cherry tomatoes or some small tomatoes and some pepper plants. And maybe, add in a few odds and ends as they
plants and barrage.
Yeah.
Look, this is like putting on buds. It's
Oh yeah, that's gonna be beautiful. Those have those big, beautiful blue flowers, right? And then there's a little dill behind it.
Yeah, he's no big deal.
No big deal. You plant it once, it just keeps on growing.
Say, Tim, pick your weeds.
Pick your weeds. I've heard that before. Yeah, I've picked my weeds. I'm going with beans and that Malabar spinach.
So today I am going to start some tomato seeds. I just picked these out of my collection, and I might order one or two today. I want to try to get a variety going. I don't know how vibrant or how alive these seeds are. A couple of them are a couple of years old, but they're all pretty new, a year maybe. But I'm going to get these going early, and if they don't make, I'll have time to get some others going, and I'll have time to start some more when I get these in the mail. So that's what I'm going to do right now.
We have a really hard time selling these at the farmer's market.
People don't know what they are. They don't think they're ripe yet.
Yeah, if your tomato is not red, I mean, it's
Okay.
okay if there's a little striping, but if it's primarily green or yellow when it's ripe,
Okay, what about like a basket of cherry tomatoes where the majority of them are red cherries, and then maybe a couple yellow pears,
put those
and
in, be like, no, these are all ripe. That way they can-
exactly. Then you can have a weirder, a green striped one, a
And
zebra stripe,
No
or
one's
something.
going to go in on a basket of something they haven't seen before.
Right.
All right, I figured I'd just show you what I started out with. I've got these little pots filled with some potting soil, and then in these first two, I put some Japanese black truffle. They're real pretty. I grew these before. I really like them. Hope they do good. Hope I have a lot to share. Then in these three here, they're a little labeled IRANK. That's Kellogg's breakfast. That's the big yellow, the Ananas Noir, and the Indigo Rose. Indigo Rose is that tomato that has the blue-black suntan on the top part of it real early, and then it changes to a dark red. And then Ananas Noir, these are black pineapples. They're kind of stripy, yellow, red. They've got a little bit of a green sheen to them. Real pretty when you slice them open. And then the Kellogg breakfast tomato, that's just a big German yellow slicing tomato. Really mild, yummy tomato. So hopefully, I planted about 6 or 10 seeds in each cup. And when they grow up a little bit, I'm going to prick them out of there and plant them off into some trays. But I didn't know how well they were going to germinate. So I'm just going to do this, give them a good little spritz. They'll stay wet for a good while. That the potting soil is already kind of damp. So then I'm just going to keep it on a warm windowsill and watch for the sprouts. There's the Indigo Rose. That's what I'm growing right there. They turn black. The sun where the sun hits them, they're black purple, but they're red on the inside. So I've got those, and I've got these things going too. And they're about like that shape. And when you cut them in half, they've got this real green, pretty green shoulders. See that? They make a real pretty salsa. Orange Peruche. Paruche. I don't know if you can see that. Orange Peruche. Because they're award-winning, irresistible, and vitamin-packed. Yeah, so I was thinking about ordering maybe 2 or 3 different kinds. Maybe a yellow or a purple or an orange cherry tomato. Something different than the regular old Sweet 100s or cherry tomatoes you get commercially. Man, there's just so many tomatoes. What kind of tomatoes are you growing this year? So I'm just going to go with the cherry size ones or the plum tomatoes. nothing bigger than like a Roma tomato. You get more on a plant, and you just have better odds. So I'm gonna grow those. But if you have a tried and true variety, let me know what grows good in your area. Now, when you stick them out in the ground, do you have any secrets? Do you put some eggshells or a banana peel or a fish head off in the hole before you put the tomato down in there? I've seen all kinds of crazy things. I think I might try something like a handful of bunny turds and maybe some Epsom salts or a Tums calcium tablet, something like that. But I don't know what's better. Do you do something ahead of time, or do you wait and see if you have a problem? If you got a clue or any tricks that you use, put them down in the description. Or if you have a video already showing me how you do it, be sure and let me know down below. Just again, I'd like to say hey and welcome all my new subscribers. 5, maybe 6, 7 years ago, I was friends with, I still am friends with him, but he's not the bus driver anymore, Mr. Cox, Elton Cox. And he grew up a farm boy, and him and I would always talk about what we were growing in our garden. One day, he came, and he's a big guy, real heavy. He came and knocked on the back fence, and the cute neighbor girls, college girls, were out there in their sun clothes, just doing what young college girls do in the sun. And he called them over and wanted to know if I was around. And they went up, and someone came up and got me, and I came down, and it was Mr. Cox, and he brought some fancy tomato plants for me. And he was looking around in my garden, and looked around at the pretty girls and looked at me. And I ran up real quick and got him a couple plants of each of the different tomatoes that I got, and brought them down to him. And I just got such a kick out of the fact that he thinks that I just hang out with pretty college girls while they're out doing yoga in the backyard, and the girls think that I'm like in some really exotic tomato syndicate where strange men will come up to the back fence and trade tomato plants. And I got a kick out of that. I thought that was pretty funny. Anyway, I've just been babbling. Tomato talk. So happy garden dreaming. I hope you find some cool varieties to grow this year, and let me know. And I guess I'll see you next time in the garden.
Those bunnies hopping around and sugar on top is the cutest thing going. It's like I'm a goat with the bunnies. What you gonna give me? Huh? What you got? What you got in your hand? Whoa, hey, I'm Spice. What about me?